Hi, Patrick Copeland Cardinals. This is Mrs. Muller. How's everybody doing? I miss you all very much. Tried to think of an art lesson that we would enjoy, and I came up with a beach scene. It's not difficult. You just need to watch the video and follow directions, and you should come out with a beautiful picture. So today you'll need a pencil and an eraser, a Sharpie marker, and your crayons. If you have markers and you'd like to use those, that's fine. If you have colored pencils and you'd like to use those, that's fine. It doesn't really matter what art material you use. I just use crayons because they're quick and they're easy. If I make my art lessons a little too long, it takes forever to upload. So I'm trying to keep them short and sweet. So, and my Wi-Fi here at my house is not all that great. So I try to make them shorter. Okay, so this is the scene that we're going to be working on today. It's a simple beach scene. It has a sailboat, the sun, and some clouds, and then it has water. But in front of the water is a beach umbrella, a beach ball, and a shovel and pail that you might play with in the sand. So here we go. Hopefully you have a piece of paper and you have all the materials that you need. The first thing that we're going to do is look at the top of your paper, and about 3/4 of the way down, about here, you're going to make a wavy line that goes across your paper. Now this is the water line, so sometimes there might be waves. Usually there is in the ocean if that's what we're doing. Even in the lake there's some waves from the wind or other boats creating that wake, what they call a wake. So here's my water line, and then between the water line and the bottom of my paper, I'm going to make my beach line or the sand line, and I'm just going to use a wiggly wavy line, okay, a very gentle bumping line. And then for the boat, the first thing is I'm not going to start in the center. This is the end of the boat on one end. So I'm going to start over here a little bit, and I'm going to make a diagonal line going up. Okay, and then on this end, I'm just going to make a straight line going up. So a diagonal on this side, straight on this side. Then you just meet the two lines with a straight line. Okay, I just noticed that I went a little bit past. All right, so here's the boat. In the middle of a sailboat usually is the mast. So I'm going to make that a big, tall, skinny rectangle. Okay. Now, when you're creating the sail of your boat, the sail is usually being pushed by the wind. So it wouldn't be a straight line coming down. It'd actually be a curved line to show that the wind is actually pushing the sail. So if you look at mine, that's why I have this line curving and this line curving, because the wind is pushing it out. So we're going to use a line that curves in down here. Okay, and then it curves out. And we're going to do the same on the other side. Curve, curve out. Okay, you with me so far? Okay, now I'm just going to take this point and this point and meet them together, but not with a straight line. Remember, the wind is pushing the sail, so I'm going to puff it out like this and come down. Okay, now it's the same thing on this side. I'm going to meet this point with this point, but with a gentle curving line, so it looks like the wind is actually pushing those sails open, and that's what's making the boat move. Now on the very top here, I'm going to make a skinnier rectangle because that's where our flag is on the top, and I'm just going to make it look like it's blowing in the wind. Okay, so there is a flag blowing in the wind. Okay, up here, or you can choose this side, it's whichever you'd like. I'm going to make a beautiful sun that's shining, making it a beautiful day. I know I wish I could be on the beach right now. some tropical place with blue water and sun shining. So there's my sun. And then since I did my sun on this side, then my cloud will go on this side. I'm going to make the bottom flat and then the top bumpy. Okay, so there's my cloud. Now down here in the water area, in order for it to look like there's water in this section here, I'm just going to copy what I have up here, but only in little short lengths. Okay, now it makes the water look a little thicker, creates the illusion that there's distance between here and here. Okay? If you want to, you can think of a clever name for the side of your boat and just draw it in, whatever you want. Or you could make your sails have some stripes on them. Be creative here, boys and girls, whatever you'd like. You can even put numbers. Sometimes sailboats have numbers and letters on their sails. Okay, so down here in this area, we're going to create the umbrella, the beach ball, and the shovel and pail. But I'm going to start with the umbrella. Now you notice that you can't see the beach line right here. That's because the umbrella is in front of your vision. That would be the thing that's closest to you. Okay, so I'm going to very gently create a curved line like this right through my water. Okay, and then I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and these are very similar to these. They're just upside down. Okay, so now I'm going to make the umbrella stick, with the, I don't know what you call that thing, but the handle. And then see how this line right here is in the water? I'm going to take that out, because if the umbrella is in front of the water, blocking you from seeing the water, then you wouldn't be able to really see it. Okay, so now I'd also need to erase the lines from the water that I created earlier. You wouldn't be able to see those either. Okay. It's important to draw lightly when you're drawing out your design, because then you can erase your pencil lines really well and no one will ever know that you actually made any mistakes. Okay, so here's my umbrella. What I like to do is make a little semicircle here, and then I like to make a line that comes down to each point on the umbrella. Okay, so there you go. There's my umbrella. All right. Down at the bottom of the handle of the umbrella, I like to just make a hill to make it look like it's actually stuck down in the dirt or the sand, and it's not just balancing. This makes it look like it's stuck down in the dirt, which is what you would do if you were on the beach. Okay, so you may choose to do your pail and shovel on this side or this side. Your beach ball can be on whatever side you just decide is not going to be where your pail and shovel is. So if I do my pail and shovel here, then my beach ball will go over here. Okay, so I'm going to do my beach ball here. Just do a circle. I'm going to draw a small circle in the center. Kind of looks like a donut sitting on the beach, doesn't it? Okay, so now the lines that I create inside of here to make it look like a beach ball are going to be curved lines. Kind of like that red and white peppermint candy that everybody eats at Christmas time. Okay, so here's my beach ball, and then I'm going to do my shovel and pail over here. I'm going to do that same hill that I did here. I'm going to do it here, and I'm going to make it look like the pail is stuck in the dirt a little bit. And the handle. Okay, so there's my shovel, my pail, and my shovel is flat and then has a handle, and then I just make a circle at the top. Okay, if you want to make another hill like this, like it's stuck in the sand, you can do that. All right, so our drawing is done, and now it's ready for our Sharpie work. Now this takes time, and like I said earlier, I don't want to make a long video because then it's difficult to upload to YouTube. And then once I start the download, sometimes it takes up to a half an hour to upload. And then sometimes after that half an hour, it doesn't upload at all. So I'm not going to sit here and do all the Sharpie work while you're watching. You can pause the video and you can do your Sharpie work and then press play, and then we're back together again. But if I sit here doing this the entire time, it's going to waste a lot of video time. So, okay, but know that the Sharpie work is important and you need to take your time to do that. I think it makes the picture look cleaner. I think it makes it easier to color. You notice all of the detail a lot better once it's outlined in black. That's just my preference. I've always been a big advocate of using Sharpie on your artwork, especially when you're using things like crayons or markers. Okay, so I'm just going to jump to this picture here, since I've already outlined it ahead of time. And then you may begin coloring it in, with whatever it is that you think you want to use. I'm going to do the water blue. And like I said, if you have colored pencils you'd like to use, colored pencils usually has a lot more color choices. You can use colored pencils, you can use markers, whatever it is that you have on hand. If you have pastels, you can use pastels. But not everybody has the same art materials in their house. So I try to give you lots of choices so that you can make a decision on based on what you have in the house and what's easily accessible. So everybody has an opportunity to create with whatever materials they have. I hope everybody's getting their homework done and keeping up with their work. I know your teachers are working very hard to keep you engaged and learning, even though we're not really together. And it's important to keep up your work. It's very important. This isn't vacation time. This is still regular school year time. It's just, you know, that this COVID-19 thing is keeping us separated to keep us healthy. So please keep up with your work. Please make sure that you're doing everything that you need to do to have excellent grades and to make your teachers proud of you, okay? Okay. So you can see that I'm taking my time. This is going to be a beautiful picture. I don't have a finished picture to show you, but what I'll do is I'll post it on the Patrick Copeland Cardinals website. Not website, Facebook page. So if you go on Facebook, if you can do that, you can peek at the Patrick Copeland Cardinals Facebook page, and I'll probably have a post up there that will show you what my picture looks like when it was completely finished. I hope you enjoyed the art lesson today, and I will see you next week when we get together again. Miss you all so, so much. Please make sure you're posting your artwork. I've been getting maybe 20, 25 a week. I'd like to see a lot more than that. 700 kids and only 25 are doing the art lessons. Please, guys, join me because I miss you so much, and I really want to see that you're learning from me and you're doing the art lessons. Okay, see you next week, guys. Miss you.